Okay, we're quickly going to be talking about inequalities. In the last video I talked about the equations, and the chapter is about equations and inequalities. So the equations is everything equal sign. Everything when there's an equal sign in the sentence, then it's an equation. If there's a bigger than, smaller than, bigger than, smaller equal, or bigger equal, then it is an inequality. Like this here, and this is like the inequalities, right? Two things you need to know about inequalities: you treat them the same as an equation. So when there's an equal and when there's an inequality, not much difference. You're going to do the same thing. Like this is, for example, linear, so I'm going to group all of the x terms on one side of the inequality sign, and I'm going to group all of the numbers on the other side of the inequality sign, and then add the like terms. So I'm going to basically do the same. 2x minus 3x is minus x, and 2 minus 5 is minus 3. Alright, the only thing that's different is if I now, this is minus x, so I want to divide with negative 1 both sides to make that a positive x. Ne? Whenever you divide or multiply throughout this side and that side with a negative number, you divide or multiply with a negative number, like here I divide with negative 1, that's a negative number, then you must remember to flip the sign around to the other side. Right, if it's smaller than, make it bigger than. If it's bigger than, make it smaller than. If it's one of these, make it the other one. Right, so then you're gonna, I divide with a negative, then I remember I must flip the sign around. Okay, so negative divided by negative is positive, negative divided by negative is positive, so x is bigger or equal to 3. Right, then you must also be able to represent this in 3 different ways that we talked about. The one is the number line, visually on a number line. The next one is the interval notation. And the next one is the set builder notation. Set builder notation. Right. So they can ask you to write this answer in like interval notation, or you must present this on a number line, or you must write it in set builder notation. You must also be able to translate, if they give you a set of numbers in either one of the notations, to be able to write it into another notation. Right, so x bigger or equal to 3 on a number line, I need to ask myself, there is 3. Nee, just put 2 numbers that side and 2 numbers that side of the number line, but I'm interested in 3. Right, so I need to ask myself the number that I'm dealing, or numbers, there can be more than one. The number that I'm dealing with, is it part of the set or not? Is it included in the set or not? So since this is bigger or equal to 3, the 3 is part of the set, because the x can also be equal to 3. On a number line, if the number is included, I color the dot in. If it's excluded, I would leave that dot open. Right, and then bigger is that side of the number line to that side, and then I just make an arrow to indicate all of the numbers that side. Right, in interval notation, numbers bigger than 3 is from 3, like I can see here, from 3 up until that side to infinity. Right, interval notation, you put the starting point, you put the end point, and then you can put block brackets or round brackets whether these numbers are included or excluded. So the 3, is this included in my set? Yes, then I'm going to make a block bracket. The infinity is never included in the set. You can't include or contain infinity signs, right? So I remember the block brackets are for included, because it looks like an I. If you write them that side, it looks like an I, and the round brackets looks like excluded. Right, excluded. So the block brackets means the number is included in the set, the round brackets means the number is excluded in the set. Right, and then in set builder notation, I'm basically going to put this answer, x is bigger or equal to 3, but I'm going to put x such that x is bigger or equal to 3 where x is any part of the real number system. That is the full sentence. I just put like a heading and number system connotation into my mathematical sentence, and all of this goes in those curly brackets, and that's set builder notation. Right, let's just quickly look at one other example of inequalities. You get these ones that has minus 3 smaller than x over 2 plus 4 smaller than 5. Right, that has two equal signs. Let's just make us equal with one of them. Right, this means that this expression lies between negative 3 and 5. Right, so you're going to do the same as when there's like an equal sign. You're going to transpose the 4 and it becomes minus 4 on the other side. But now when there's two sides, this side and that side, just do it both sides, né? So if that was the question, I would write that side minus 4, né? If that was the question, I would write that side minus 4. So I'm just going to do that both sides, né? Not just to one side. So I'm going to subtract 4 there, minus 3, subtract 4. If you're not sure about adding and subtracting positives and negatives, check with your calculator. I took the 4 away here now, and then 5 minus 4 is 1. Right, then since this is divide 2, I want to times 2 on the other side, both sides. So minus 7 times 2, it's minus 14. I basically just times 2 everywhere. Times 2, x over 2 times 2 is x, and times 2 is 2. So there is my answer. Right, looks like that. And then let's quickly look at the 3 notations. If I want to put this on a number line, I'm not going to number all of the numbers from minus 14 to 2. That's just too much, taking too long time. I'm just going to put the essence of there is minus 14 and there is 2. Right, so from minus 14 up until 2, where minus 14 is not included in the set, so I leave that open, and the 2 is equal to 2 is included. I'm going to color that in, and then all of the numbers there between those two. Right, this says minus 14 is smaller than x. If I read it the other way around, it says x is bigger than minus 14. So x is that side of minus 14, and at the same time x is smaller than 2 or equal to 2, so this side, smaller is that side on a number line. Right, so it's there in between. Right, that's the number line. The interval notation would look like this. The starting point and the end point is minus 4 and 2. The numbers between minus 4 and 2, where minus 14 is excluded from the set, so excluded is a round bracket, and 2 is included in the set, so 2 gets a block bracket. Right, that's interval notation. And the last one is the set builder notation, where I basically copy that in smaller than bigger than notation exactly as is. I'm going to put a x such that in front, semicolon, x is any real number at the back, and then just curly brackets around them. That is set builder notation.